Hello and welcome to the Hot Seat with Pastor Drew. This is the show where we're going to eat some snacks, where the questions will get harder and harder, and I can ask anything I want, and you have to answer honestly, because we're in a church, and God and all that stuff. So we'll start easy. If you want, you're welcome to have some of our hot chips that we have. And, I am going to have some hot chips, I think. We'll see where we go. I'm going with just the Flamin' Hot. Yeah, I'll go with just Flamin' Hot because there's also extra Flamin' Hot. But all right, so first question: tell us who you are.
My name is Sarah Face. I've been going to this church for as long as it's been around, and I'm a graduating senior of Wellsville High School.
Okay, that was my second question: where you're graduating from? Wellsville High School. So, and what are your plans for next year?
I am planning to go to KU. I've been accepted into the School of Business there.
Business. So what do you want to do with a degree in business?
Not quite sure. I've done FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America, all throughout high school. So right now it's looking at something probably either accounting or communications based.
Okay. Fun stuff. What are some things that you like to do for fun?
A lot of things. I like to read. I like to listen to music. I like to go on hikes and bike riding with friends and family.
What's the best book you've read this year?
Ooh, that's hard. Trying to think. There's an older book that I read when I was younger that I just reread, and it's continued to be one of my favorites. It's called The Seven Tales of Trinket. It's pretty good.
Cool. All right. We'll have to check that out. If you're a book person, check out The Seven Tales of Trinket. Okay, so the questions are going to start getting a little bit harder.
Alrighty.
So what do you think you will miss most about high school?
I will miss probably being in close proximity to like a lot of my friends. I go to a relatively small school, so I see them pretty often in the hallways, and I have good relationships with most of my teachers. And I'm moving to a much larger campus at KU, so there's going to be a little bit, it's going to be a little bit of a jump from going to a small rural school to a much bigger school like KU.
Yes. Are you planning on living on campus then?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Cool beans. What are you looking most forward to about college?
I'm looking forward mostly to kind of the experience. I know KU Business School is really good about getting internships and career fairs and lots of different opportunities. So I'm really excited to be able to get to expand my knowledge in ways that I didn't have the ability to before because I went to a smaller school.
Cool. All right, we are going to enter into the final round, which means all the questions from now on are going to be even harder, and I'm going to get some supplies for that round. So because the snacks have to get harder too. I don't think you're not a vegetarian, are you? So these are hot wings. The one in the middle, I think, is the hottest one, and
my eyes are already watering from these. So
the hot seat with Pastor Drew. We got some milk, we got some water. We'll be good. So why don't we'll do a bite together.
All right. So which one am I going for?
This is hot buffalo. The one in the middle is like extreme heat or something. I don't know.
Alrighty.
Yeah. That's not too bad. That's not bad at all.
Those are good wings.
So, okay. Next question. Do you have a plan of how to cultivate your faith while in college?
I do. Well, first of all, one of the really nice things about going to Lawrence for school is I'm going to be close enough that if I don't find a community or like a youth group that I particularly like or feel like I fit in well in Lawrence, I can always come home for a couple hours each Sunday. keep going to the same church I pretty much grew up in.
And we would love to have you.
But yeah, I think definitely just kind of getting out there, exploring what different options I have on both the KU campus and in the surrounding area.
So you've been in Grace your whole life. What would be one of your favorite memories?
Ooh, there's a lot of good ones. We used to have church lock-ins, and one of my favorite parts was always playing Romans and Christians, because especially, this building, since it used to be an old school building, there are plenty of small areas that people can hide in, and it was always just a bunch of fun.
Yeah, this building is kind of creepy when it's dark. So, okay, if you could solve one of the world's problems, which problem would you choose and why?
I'd probably solve the world's communication problem. Just like, not necessarily like phone or like tablet related, but more the ability of leaders to be able to work with one another. Because it feels like that might be one of the keys, at least, to solving a bunch of the other problems.
Yeah, that's a great answer. That's really good. Okay, what is one thing that you personally could do to make the world better?
I guess just continue to live out my faith, not just through my words, but through my actions. Especially with the rise of social media and stuff, it can be really easy to fall into habits of, talking about people behind their backs, whether it's well-intentioned or not, but just continue to live life as close to my faith as possible.
That's another really good answer. All right, so we got one more question to go. Do you want to try the hottest one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure will.
All right. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am a little bit nervous. We'll see. It's really not that bad either. I was expecting a lot worse.
Ooh.
It is hot, but...
It gets a little bit of kick the longer you...
Okay. Yeah, it does. All right. If you need water or milk, we got some.
I might get a little bit of water.
It's getting hotter.
Yeah, that does not go away.
And I'm going to take another bite, because that's where I'm at. That has some surprising heat. Most definitely does. Okay. Are you ready for the final question?
I am.
What has been your life's most embarrassing moment?
Oh gosh, I have a lot of those.
I do too.
Well, just recently, I was in a play at my school, and during practice, part of one of the scenes was a couple of people had to lay on the floor, so I was walking around doing my entire monologue and stuff. And my poor castmate, Jessie, I accidentally stepped on her hand and broke her finger.
Oh, man.
And she had to go to the ER to get a splint. Wow. And so that was not a great moment for me, but we're good enough friends that we can look back on it and laugh.
That's wow. She didn't break a leg, but you broke a finger. Well. All right. Well, hey, thank you very much for joining me. And
not a problem.
I am regretting eating that last hot wing.
That was
hot.
A very, very hot wing.